Hello friends, in my previous video I had already given you all the required information about personality development. In this section I'm going to talk about interview, which is also a very important part of personality development. So let's give you some small explanations about it. An interview is a conversations where one participant asks questions and the other provide answers. In common parlance, the word interview refers to a one-on-one conversation between an interviewer and an interview. सो हेयर इट्स मीन्स द इंटरव्यू एक तरह का प्रोसेस है जहाँ पे दो तरह के लोग एक दूसरे से इंटरेक्ट होते हैं, दैट इज़ इंटरव्यूअर एंड कैंडिडेट्स, जिनके बीच कुछ कॉन्वर्सेशंस होती है. सो जब भी हम किसी जॉब के लिए अप्लाई करते हैं किसी भी कंपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, वहाँ से हमें कोई भी कॉल या मैसेज आती है, इट्स कॉल्ड अ इंटरव्यू कॉल. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ देयर कंपनी हमें खुद को काफ़ी अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करनी होती है इन ऑल द रेस्पेक्ट. दैट इज़ आवर वे ऑफ टॉकिंग, बिहेवियर, एटीट्यूड, बॉडी लैंग्वेज, हमारा ड्रेस कोड, लुक. सो दिस मैटर अ लॉट बिकॉज द वेल प्रेजेंटेशंस मेक अ गुड इम्प्रेशंस इन फ्रंट ऑफ इंटरव्यूअर. सो वहाँ पे काफ़ी तरह तरह के क्वेश्चंस किए जाते हैं कैंडिडेट से, और कैंडिडेट्स अगर सारे क्वेश्चंस को अच्छे से अटेम्प्ट कर जाते हैं, क्लियर करते हैं, तो उनको मतलब जॉब के लिए सिलेक्ट या अपॉइंट कर लिया जाता है. सो दिस इज़ ऑल अ ओवरऑल selection process of interview. So this is Ms. Sangeeta welcoming you my YouTube channel. I hope you people are good. So today I'm going to talk about interview, as I said you before. So now I'm going to give you some detailed explanations about interview. So this makes you more easy to understand what does it mean. So without any further delay, let's start the video. An interview is an assessment or eliminations procedure where the interviewer judges whether the candidate is suitable for the job that is required for the organizations. So here one has to understand and appreciate that there is a lot of stress in the interviewer's mind. Also that he or she they shall be responsible for the candidate selected. So they not only go by a smart answer but an overall impact, and most importantly your exact suitability for the job required. You have to prove that you are most suitable and not the best, because many a times the best could be overqualified or arrogant. So here the candidates has to constantly and politely raise the confidence bar of interviewer with their credible and logical answer, that is in all respect grooming etiquettes and both verbal and non-verbal communications. I'm going to talk about types of interview. There are 8 major types of interview. The first one is individual interview. This is a traditional type of interview. You may meet with one interviewers or have a series of meetings with different interviewers. So iterations may range from half an hour to several hours. You might perform better in this type of interview if you establish your good rapport with the interviewers. So this is the most common types of interview and is usually held face to face of the company office. The second one is informational interview. An informational interview is a meeting to learn about the real life experience of someone working in a field or a company, so that interests you. So the main purpose of it, an informational interview, is to gather information from different types of organization or companies. The third one is screening interview or a telephone interview. So this screening interview may be conducted over the telephone or in persons. So the purpose of this interviews to decide whether or not the candidates has the skill necessary to perform the open positions or not. So it is not used to determine who the best candidates is. So the interviewer has two specific questions to ask to them. So in the simple word, the screening interview means is an essential conversations that interviewers have with candidates in the job selection process. And the phone screening interview is not about making a decision about who you are going to hire, and its purpose is to identify those candidates who you are certain won't make the final cut. So it depends on them. It will ensure that you will only grant a face-to-face interview to the best candidates. You have good chances to be eventually hired. And the fourth one is small group of committee interview. So this type of interview means a meeting a panel of decisions maker at once. This can be daunting and intimidating if you are not well prepared in advance. So it's making you feel slightly frightened or worried about your abilities to achieve something. The sixth one is the second on-site interview. It means the second interview means you have been successful on the first occasions and they would like to know more about you. So as a result, this type of interview can be longer, some lasting half an hour or full day. They often mean meeting 3 to 5 people, which can include HR, that is human resources, the line manager, office staff, and the head of department. The sixth one is behavioral interview. So this method of interview is perhaps much deeper than the usual interview techniques. There are specific example, and it's really that highlight your attribute in course. Such areas as teamwork, problem solving, communications, creativity, flexibility, and organization skill. So, however, be structured in your answers and explains your example. So, in terms of situations, the tasks, the actions you took, and the outcome achieved. The seventh one is task oriented or testing interview. So this type of interviews are structured in a way that allow you to demonstrate your creative and analytical abilities in problem solving through varied tasks or exercise. So it may include a short test to evaluate your technical knowledge and skills. And the last one is stress interview. So this methods of interview is very rare and it involves an interviewer betting you to see your response. So that aim to highlight your weakness and see how you react under pressures. That means how you work in under pressure. So tactics can vary from constant interruptions and odds silence to provoking and challenging interrogations, tight questions, and used to push you to your limits. So now here I'm ending with thank you so much. I hope you people really like my videos. So please take care. Goodbye. Jai Shri Krishna.